Arthur the Rat. Once there was a young rat named Arthur who could never make up his mind. Whenever his friends asked him if he would like to go out with them, he would only answer, "I don't know." He wouldn't say yes or no either. He would always shirk making a choice. His Aunt Helen said to him, "Now look here, no one is going to care for you if you carry on like that. You have no more mind than a blade of grass." One rainy day, the rats heard a great noise in the loft. The pine rafters were all rotten, so the barn was rather unsafe. At last the joists gave way and fell to the ground. The walls shook and all the rats' hair stood on end with fear and horror. "This won't do," said the captain. "I'll send out scouts to search for a new home." Within 5 hours, the 10 scouts came back and said, "We found a stone house where there is room and board for us all. There is a kindly horse named Nellie, a cow, a calf, and a garden with an elm tree." The rats crawled out of their little houses and stood on the floor in a long line. Just then the old one saw Arthur. "Stop," he ordered coarsely. "You are coming, of course?" "I'm not certain," said Arthur, undaunted. "The roof may not come down yet." "Well," said the angry old rat, "we can't wait for you to join us. Right about face. March." Arthur stood and watched them hurry away. "I think I'll go tomorrow," he calmly said to himself. "But then again, I don't know. It's so nice and snug here." That night there was a big crash. In the morning some men with some boys and girls rode up and looked at the barn. One of them moved a board and he saw a young rat, quite dead, half in and half out of his hole. Thus the shrieker got his due. Kid. The quick little kitten thinks a pretty big fish. Dress. Many of Jeff's best friends slept in mesh tents in pleasant weather. Trap. The harrowing black cat dashes at any man and lands on the plate carriage. Lot. The honest swan stops and acknowledges the fox dodging the bothered wasp. Strut. Mother loves butter that comes from the southern countryside. Food. The butcher could put the pudding in the wooden nook to cook. Bath. Can't half the staff ask to transfer to the enchanted castle in France? Cloth. Lawrence often offers Ross a Florida orange and horribly strong, frothy Boston coffee. Nurse. The early bird preferred the earthy warm. Fleece. These unique machines teach people to speak and reason. Face. The raven waits until late day for the great wave to break. Palm. Father and Ma set to calm the facade in the Nevada Plaza. Thought. The small walrus caught the hawk in the salty water. Goat. The rose slowly grows in Owen's old grove. Goose. Beautiful music booms and humans move to the groove. Price. The shy writer types at night to fight the silence in my mind. Choice. The spoiled boy hoists the toy from the soil. Mouth. Mountains of flowers crowd the grounds about the house. Near. Deirdre's fear seriously interferes with her ideal career. Square. Beware of scarce fairies, rare mares, and scary prairie bears. Start. The Sahara party marvels at the far star on the safari. North. Laura's warm aura reforms Thor's horse for the important war. Fourth. The adorable boar snores hoarsely and notoriously hoards imported pork. Cure. The tourist endures rural tours of Europe and procures gourmet bonbons. Happy. The coffee, salami, spaghetti, and macaroni are ready. Letter. Sugar covers the tiger's whiskers, comma, Bertha's and Cinderella's saga is a drama. R. Richard, Wilbur and Harry are running around the treacherous river. L. Linda and Ellie pull belly muscles laughing laboriously. N.G. The singing mockingbird is swinging on the ring and dings the awning. Th. The thespians gather and breathe 3 authentic breaths together. H. Harry and Hilary happily harvest heaps of herbs behind the beehive. G.O.D. The cute, dutiful blue cuckoo resumes cooing suitable tunes enthusiastically. W. Will and Drew whistle when the wind blows between the whimsical weeping willows. ING. Mrs. Fanning is walking and hiking in Wyoming. S. Susie lives in her sister's house on Easy Street with her Siamese cats and Siberian husky dogs. So we did the last 100 kilometers of the Camino Frances, and actually at that point the reason why we walked it that time was that we both saw a documentary on it, and we always kind of joked and said we will do that. And then it was the year when he got married, and then I said, so we do it before, otherwise we won't do it. And it was all good, but he's much taller than me, and then I thought, if I do it again, I will do it on my own, that I have to be in my pace, and also I don't want to be on a timely pressure. And now I'm on that sabbatical, and in the beginning of the year I thought, but what can I do with this time? And then it was just like, Camino, and it just was coming out of my gut, and so I thought, I do it,
And you're doing El Norte, so was there a specific decision to do this?
It was just also coming, I thought, okay, maybe the Frances is too touristy a bit, and then I like to see, and so it was, and only afterwards I read that this is more exhausting than the other one, but still I thought, no, I do that, and maybe I do the Primitivo now, I'm not sure, I will decide when I'm there. Yeah, I speak German, of course, and English, and I learned it from the age of 10. Then we learned French at school, but that was not really that much or that good. And then I learned Italian because I had friends there, and so I decided to, I think at the age of 17 or something, I did it in an evening school. And and then at a certain point I also did these kind of studies, and there Spanish was included, and so I studied 2 years of Spanish, which I almost lost, I have to admit. Yeah, so. Also vielen Dank an euch, dass ich an diesem Projekt teilnehmen darf. Es war sehr schön, dass wir uns getroffen und kennengelernt haben, und ich bin gespannt, was aus dem Projekt herauskommt. Und jetzt schwätze ich noch ein bisschen in Schwäbisch, weil ihr unbedingt den Dialekt hören wollt. Vielen Dank.